morning, City Power family. Siana Mogale to yet another episode of Get to Know Your SDC. Igama lami uThandi wakwafihla, and I am your presenter for today. So today we visit City Power's 2 billion rand business led by General Manager or Miss Katlego Mogale-Makoni. So we get to chat a bit more to Katlego about the business in general, the things that go on at this SDC, the departments that are actually run here, and a lot more. So stay tuned. Hope you enjoy.
Good day. My name is Katlego Mogale-Makoni. I'm the General Manager for the Midrand Service Delivery Centre. Midrand is a 2 billion rand business. So what it simply means is that our role is to go out there and collect the 2 billion rand for the business. So my biggest role as a GM is to make sure that I put systems in place to make sure that we are able to collect that 2 billion rand. So I give a strategic direction to the departments within the SDC to ensure that they are structured in such a way that we are able to collect that 2 billion rand. For an example, we supply customers with electricity. So in supplying the customers, it means there must be an engagement that are happening with the customer. So we have a customer service department that I need to ensure that it is well equipped to deal with customers. We understand our KPIs within the customer service, because if the customers have queries, I need to make sure that those queries are able to be attended to. So the structure within the customer service department should be as such that they are able to deal with the customers. We have the outage management department. My responsibility in that is to make sure that there is a proper functional structure. The roles are clear in terms of what is it that they need to do. Remember, I said we are a 2 billion rand business, so we can only collect revenue if the meters are running. So the function of this department in particular is to ensure that when there is an outage out there, we restore as quickly as possible. So it means the resources within the department must be clear in terms of their roles, and then I must make sure that they've got all the other resources that they need to ensure that that is possible, because if we take long to restore power, the meters are not running. That impacts in terms of us bringing in the 2 billion rand. We also have the plant maintenance department. My role in that structure is to make sure that they are structured and they understand very well that maintenance of the infrastructure needs to be done. By that I mean we have mini-subs, we've got transformers, we've got substations. Every single equipment that we have, it needs to be maintained. So my role as a GM is to put that structure in place, to put the resources in place, to make sure that the teams operating within that space, they understand exactly what is it that they have to do and why, most importantly, they have to do it. And I need to make sure that I've got competent people within the space. And lastly, I've got an infrastructure space. As much as we are collecting revenue, as an organization, we need to be futuristic. Look in terms of our network, the future expansions that we require, and the department's responsibility is to look at the performance of the network and come up with the plans to ensure that we are able to stabilize the network. So my responsibility in that is to make sure that all these departments within the SDC are able to understand their roles, they are able to understand the impact they have in us collecting 2 billion rand, ensure that the systems and the processes that we've put in place are followed, and we are able to monitor as an SDC to ensure that we meet the KPI for that 2 billion rand to come into the organization.
City Power is a customer-centric business, meaning that each customer is top priority to us. So we make sure that we create the best possible ways to create the best experiences for each customer. So from our large power users right down to our prepaid customers, each customer is a priority. So let's take a listen to Katlego about what she has to say about her customers.
Customers are the most important people in our business. So we are customer centric because City Power cannot exist without its customers. So maintaining a good relationship with our customers is very important. And we've got different segments of customers. We've got LPU customers, we've got key customers, we have prepaid customers. So it's important to maintain the relationship with all of them. We are operating on an open door policy. We are a service delivery center by nature. We do have a customer service here. How we maintain a good relationship, we make sure that customers know where to find us when they have issues, and we ensure that whatever issues that they have, we are able to track them. We are able to provide feedback, whether it is resolved or not, because customers need to be made feel important. And when they have issues, we need to pay attention into their issues and resolve their issues. And that is how we maintain the relationship. When there are issues that we cannot deal with, we have to make sure that the communication is on point. We give information, positive feedback or negative feedback. We need to constantly keep our customers updated. We don't want them to second guess us. We need them to have clear information in terms of what is it that we're doing and where are the challenges that we have. How are we then engaging in terms of us resolving their problems? So by so doing, the customers are engaged, the customers are happy, the customers know where we stand as an organization. The SDC was established a year and a half ago. So from the structure perspective, we are at the point where we are able to now collect the revenue and have plans in terms of how then do we go about that. It's a work in progress. We are not where we're supposed to be in terms of revenue collection, but we are structured in such a way that we should be in a position to collect the revenue that we need. And yes, we do have challenges with outages. We cannot run away from the fact that load shedding has brought in challenges in our infrastructure. Our infrastructure is not designed for the on and off that are currently happening. But now that we are here, that is why it is important for us to collect the revenue so that we are able to plan the upgrades where the upgrades are needed, and to overhaul where overhauling is needed, so that we are able to give a sustainable supply. So it is very important that when we have outages, we respond quickly, but not only responding, always come up with plans in terms of then how do we sustain, how do we reduce outages. So I cannot say we are where we want to be, but it's a good work in progress, and even how we are structured, we are slowly getting the results that we want. And hopefully when we can maintain how we are doing things, we should be able to get where we want to be.
Okay. Well, family, that is it from myself and the team. You are actually getting to know a bit more about the SDCs and the work that's being done here, and just City Power as a whole. All right, so until the next time, Sitin, salam kahle.